welcome back to Books, and today I'm going to be doing the unpopular opinion book tag. So I wasn't tagged by anyone, but I decided to do this tag because I thought it was kind of interesting and it's something different that I actually haven't done before. And I actually did like a book rant last week, and I feel like this is kind of another way to do something of a rant on this channel, but in a different format. I did not create this tag. I will put the original video in the description below if you want to go check it out and see what she thought, but I will get on to the questions now. So the first question is a popular book or series that you didn't like. So I had trouble thinking about this because I tend to not read series I don't like. I know what I like now. I'm old enough to know. Read a synopsis if I'm going to enjoy it, or I look through book reviews, or I look at people I actually trust to have the same opinions as me. But this was a series that I picked up maybe middle school, maybe something around that time in my life, and that was probably The Ugly series by Scott Westerfeld. I didn't enjoy the series at all. I didn't even finish the first book in the series. I own them all though. I got them all for Christmas one year because that was probably around the time I really got into like young adult type books, and my mom got them all for me for Christmas. And I never finished the first one. I couldn't get into it, and whenever I was like trying to figure out if I should read some of Scott Westerfeld's new books as an adult, I was kind of iffy on them because I wasn't sure if I was going to enjoy him because I didn't like his writing as a younger person. But I did read one of his books last year and I actually really enjoyed it. So I don't know if it was just me as a younger person not enjoying the book as much, but I don't know. Number 2 is a popular book or series that everyone seems to hate but you love. At first I was like, I don't think there's really anything, because I couldn't think of anything at all. And then I thought of a book that I didn't hate, but I didn't really enjoy as much as other people seem to, and that was Every Day by David Leatherton. And I did not hate this book, but I didn't love it either. It was just kind of like a good book to me. It was alright. I didn't really like the ending, and I really wanted more out of it. It felt very short to me, and I felt like it wasn't developed enough for me personally. So that was a book that I didn't like as much as other people do, I guess, because I know the second book, and I think it's companion to that book, is coming out soon. Everyone's super excited for it, and I'm just like, I don't know if I'm gonna actually pick it up. Number 3 is a love triangle where the main character ended up with the person you did not want to end up, and warning, spoilers. So this one's kind of like a cop-out that the author did, but I don't know if anyone read the Nightshade series by Andrea Creamer. I really love that series. I thought it was really good, and I didn't think the ending for the series though was that great, because there was a love triangle in that series pretty much the entire trilogy. And in the last book, spoiler, if you haven't read it, don't listen to this, she killed off like the main character that like almost everyone loved, and I didn't like that much, and that's kind of a way to just axe out a love triangle, I guess. So I couldn't really think of one where someone ended up with someone else that I didn't like, because I did like both those characters. Most of the time I do like both the characters in a love triangle. Hence the point of a love triangle is that you try to pick the character that you like, so they'll end up with them. But that was one where the character just completely killed them off. And a book that I've read lately though, because most young adult books, they don't kill off characters that often that are part of like the main character's love interests. Mostly that's in really adult books or fantasy books that happens, but it doesn't happen often in young adult books. So that really shocked me when I read that. Number 4 is a popular book genre that you hardly reach for. This is very obvious to me because every time I pick up a book and I read a synopsis and it has this, I kind of just immediately put it down, and that is historical books. I don't really like historical books that much. I think they're kind of boring, and I don't really like the era just in general. I don't like reading books in the past. I like reading books in the future. Sci-fi books are probably like one of my favorite genres to read, and so reading a historical book just isn't really in it for me. Number 5 is a popular or beloved character that you do not like. So there's not really a popular character I don't like. Probably the most one that I don't really enjoy that often is Juliet from the Shatter Me trilogy. I thought she was very annoying in the beginning, and she was very whiny, and I didn't enjoy her that much, but she got better as time went on, and that's why that's probably one of my favorite series, is because of her character development. But in the beginning, I really didn't like her that much because she was very annoying. Number 6 is a popular author that you can't seem to get into. This one's pretty obvious. It's Cassandra Clare. I can't seem to get into her books. I do own the companion series to her City of Bones series, and I did try to read that. That is also historical, right? And I picked all of them up for some reason because I thought I'd really enjoy them, because I know that's like everyone's mostly favorite series out of the like City of Bones era. And so I've never been able to get into her books. I tried to read City of Bones in like my freshman year in high school, and I couldn't get into it. So that's like one of the main authors that are huge right now, and pretty much since I've been a teenager, that I can't seem to get into for some god-awful reason, because she seems to be amazing. 7 is a popular book trope that you seem to get tired of, and this could be examples that she put were lost princess, culprit, ruler, love triangles, etc. One of the things I really dislike these days is fast love. I did a whole rant on this in my rant video, and I just dislike fast love a lot. If you want to hear me rant about more things, I'm going to put that video in the description below. Number 8 is a popular series that you have no interest in reading. I have really no interest in reading the Divergent series. I read the first book and I didn't really enjoy it that much, and then I got completely spoiled on the rest of the series, and it's just a book I'm never going to pick up. So yeah. And number 9 is, the saying goes, a book is always better than a movie, but what movie or TV show adaptation do you prefer more than the book? This one kind of came pretty instant. I read To Kill a Mockingjay in high school. I think it was maybe my junior year in high school. And we watched the movie practically right after we finished it, and I liked the movie way more than the book. And I think it's just one of the book's adaptations that I liked more than the book. It doesn't happen rarely ever, because books are usually way better than movies because they are able to put more detail into them and blah blah blah, you know the rest, you know the gist. But I don't know, the character chemistry in the movie than in the book was just so much stronger, and I really enjoyed it a lot. So that's really just one of the movie adaptations I enjoyed more than the book. Alright, so that's pretty much everything that has to do with the unpopular book tag. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to, please comment in the section below any of your thoughts on these comments that I said during this video, or if you have a different thought, leave it as well. Answer any of these questions you would like, or if you want to do this video, you may. I don't really know who to tag. I don't tag people very often, so if you just want to do it, go ahead and do it. It's all up to you. I don't really care. So yes, thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel because I do videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Bye!